With Sammy Guevara bringing up his backstage altercation with Andrade and more, this is Wrestling Up. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report for October 12th. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official and follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. Talking about his passion for wrestling being brought back, Sheamus said this about teaming with the Brawling Brutes. "We are so passionate about what we do. I've been here over 13 and a half years on the main roster, and these two boys really brought my passion back to a level 10. There's no level of authority here. We're just three boys, three mates who will bleed and die for each other out there. There is no ego. I've never had that reaction before in my career. The last 8 months with these guys has been incredible, and it's been organic." When asked about his future with AEW, Ethan Page revealed on the Daily Hive that "I would say the potential is unlimited, and I don't just mean on screen, I mean behind the scenes too. I really still got to age in a match, put the headset on, and get to do that live. That was an experience that I hope to be able to do again. I love writing, I love being creative, so I hope I have the longest career humanly possible at AEW and not just on screen." On Busted Open Radio, Bobby Lashley touched on being a top act on Monday Night Raw and mentioned bringing back the Hurt Business faction. "There are a lot of people in that position. I love our roster right now. That's what made me excited about winning the United States title. I had Ali. He's a guy who has been overlooked a little bit, but he is phenomenal. Great wrestler, great mind in the business, and he's hungry. Every day when I come in, he has different ideas. I want to do this, I want to do this." You have him, Riddle, he's on fire right now. Seth Rollins, he's Seth freaking Rollins. He's great across the board. Some of my closest friends, even favorites, the Hurt Business. MVP is there with Amos. Shelton Benjamin is still doing his stuff. Cedric is there. I'd like to bring that group back together at some point in time. There are so many highly talented people on there. Chad Gable, Otis. I don't want to leave out any names. Edge, Rey Mysterio, his son Dominic. We're all the faces. I'm one of the prominent figures because I'm the champion. But there's so many people you could say are the face of Raw. It depends on how you're looking at it. Discussing the return of Brock Lesnar, who took out Bobby Lashley on Raw, former WWE writer Vince Russo criticized the following interview segment with Lashley, saying, "When you're shooting pre-tapes, you've got your cart with your audio equipment, your cameras, and everything you need. There's always a cart. And what is the most important thing on the cart? You have at least 3 spritz bottles, because a lot of these things are supposed to be shot after a match. This was pre-taped. You could tell this was pre. Lashley is not even sweating after what he just went through out there, bro. The guy isn't. Can you not at least spritz the guy so it makes him look like he was sweating? This was freaking horrible. To catch that emotion, this interview should have been done right on the other side of the gorilla position. Just as he came through the curtain, they should have gotten his comments right there. This was pre-taped hours earlier, and it did not fit the scene that just happened." While he has not been seen too much on programming since his absence from WWE last year, Mustafa Ali is looking for more opportunities in the company as he posted a homemade promo video and tagged the director of WWE Network documentaries. Here's the video.
I heard something the other day and it really hit me. And it goes, if I always do what I've always done, then I'll always be where I've always been. And the reason that hit me is because I'm done. I'm done being here. I'm done being where I've always been. Everyone keeps asking me, why did I pick a fight with Bobby Lashley? Why didn't I just stay down? And listen, as complicated as it gets up over here, I promise you the answer is simple. I'm just done. I am done standing in line and waiting for my number to get called, a number that we all know was never going to get called in the first place. I'm done being the victim. I am done blaming other people. I am done complaining about what I don't have. I'm done not fighting. I'm done with it. I gotta fight. It is on me. This is World War Me. And yeah, sure, there might be someone in front of me, someone slamming the door in my face, but it's on me to kick that door down. It's always been on me. You know, every night I used to pray to God. I used to pray to God to please calm my mind and heal my heart and to please let my dreams come true. But now I realize even that's too much I'm asking for. You see, for my dreams to come true, I gotta be a little insane. I have to go through the pain. So now the only thing that I ask from God is to wake me up, because I gotta handle the rest. I'm gonna handle the rest. So to everyone in that locker room, the next time you lock eyes with me, brother, it is not just an opponent that you are staring at. You are staring at a problem. Realize that you are facing a man that is willing to die before he lets his own dreams die. Go ahead. Knock me down. I promise you. You're not gonna keep me down.
Talking about the backstage brawl that took place after the all-out pay-per-view between CM Punk, Ace Steel, and the Elite, MJF noted on the Not Sam Wrestling podcast, "I think it has honestly become less interesting as time has gone on, and isn't that telling, right? Because that is what professional wrestling is. I'll use a phrase from a guy that was involved in it, CM Punk. It's a wheel, and it is going to keep on turning. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Everyone that was involved in this thing is crazy talented. And whatever happens, whichever way this goes, I wish everyone involved the best of luck. But like we just discussed, AEW is insane right now, and that is not hyperbole. Ratings have been going up, the key demographic has been going up, even with this crazy BS nut job hurricane, where you know that the news media is going to be fear-mongering and like, you're all gonna die, we still hit a great demo. That is the end of the story, and I think that is why it has become a bit of a moot point. It was much more interesting when it went down. In that same interview, MJF revealed that he still keeps in contact with former AEW star Cody Rhodes, despite him being a part of WWE. "I'll still call him when I honestly need. Rarely do I need advice. I mean, look at me. But I'll call him because I respect the out of him. I'll call him to get a second masterful opinion." During a Q&A session on his podcast, AEW commentator Jim Ross was asked about a potential return to WWE, as he said, "Those rhetorical questions are hard to address. I'm a businessman, and I'm very happy to be in the business with the company that I'm doing it with. What would happen if I didn't have that job and somebody else wanted me to work for them, work with them, or what have you? I take a case-by-case scenario, but that's not something I'm looking at doing. I told Tony Khan I'd like to finish my career, my full-time career at AEW. Maybe it's coming in and doing a pay-per-view, maybe it's coming in at a special like Battle of the Belts or the pay-per-views. Like I said, it's something that would be interesting to do. I don't know. It's hard to sort of position yourself there, because the last thing I want to do is get another full-time job. I don't want to be on the road every week at that stage of my life. I want to fulfill this contract as great as I can and earn my keep and stay where I'm at until it's time to move on. We have to be honest about it realistically. At some point in time, you get to reevaluate. You just have to, and at my age, it's especially important. I don't know about another job. Would I want to do another full-time job at AEW or WWE or anywhere else? Probably not. Again, if I was 40 or 50 or 60, I would probably reconsider that answer, but I'm not. We have to be realistic about With her brother tragically passing away on October 3rd, Mandy Rose has now issued a statement writing on Instagram, "I just wanted to thank everyone who paid their respects for my brother. The last few days weren't easy, but we're so thankful for all of our family and friends who supported us in this tragic time and celebrated Richie's life. I know Richie would even be surprised to see how many people cared about him and loved him. Still feels like a bad dream. Rest in peace, Richie. We love you." Mentioning Wyatt took her time to make a decision regarding a return to WWE, Dakota Kai told out of character that was always in the back of my mind. Should I not be hitting the ground running in terms of doing any promotions and things like that? I just didn't have it in me to rush in after the 30 days were up and be like boom boom. Obviously, there were talks that were happening, but I think it worked out a lot better for me that I didn't. I focused on streaming and something that was more relaxing and something that I love. It all worked out great, and I came back into the company refreshed and with a new outlook on everything that happened instead of trying to be like, I have to do this, this, and this. Obviously, that's good, but for me personally, I wanted to step back and look at everything, reassess, and make sure that it's not even about the bookings. I wanted to make sure in my own mind, I wasn't going into things just because I was like, I have to capitalize on this, and after 30 days, I have to do this and this. It was definitely a priority for me to worry about myself and how I was feeling. Speaking of women's wrestling stars returning to WWE, it seems the company has one on their radar, as WrestleVotes noted. I'm told another name WWE has significant interest in bringing back is Chelsea Green. I would think if a deal is offered, it's for the main roster. Time will tell. When it comes to what show the recently returned Bray Wyatt will be on going forward, it has been noted. PW Insider reports that Wyatt is only slated for an appearance on the SmackDown brand. That can always change, but for now, he has been assigned to the Blue brand. With him getting into a dispute online which led to a physical altercation with Andrade backstage, Sammy Guevara had this to say about the incident in his vlog. I know some people want me to comment on what exactly happened backstage at AEW Dynamite. I'm done focusing on the negativity. I feel like when you're this trajectory to where I'm headed, there's going to be people who will do everything in their power to drag you to their level. And I know I'm above that, so I'm not going to focus on any of that. I'm not going to comment on any of that. And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.